I got this invitation from, you can say, HackerOne. And they asked for, when I was testing for few vulnerabilities, I found one of them. So I'll tell you. So similar of that, same of that. So they said, obviously, this is the scope. When you're finding any kind of vulnerabilities, always do check the scope. So invite means they invited me on private program. So if you see this or you are viewing this private program, it's only visible to invited hackers. Please do not discuss program publicly yet. So this was the information which they told me. They said this kind of attacks, this is the information. And they said just one domain is in scope. Now question to everyone, just one website is in scope. How you are gonna find the vulnerabilities? Let's suppose there are multiple subdomains. Obviously, you are going to find vulnerabilities. But what about just one single domain? And they have Cloudflare, CDN, Cloudflare DDoS, Cloudflare WAF, everything proper secure. So you cannot perform dir search or FUF for fuzzing. Nothing. I tried everything. Sensitive data exposure, URLs, functionalities. That's a good point. So I just started on a functionalities. So for information, I'll just clear this up and I'll start with new application. Oh, I mistakenly removed this one. Logical flaws. So this broken access control as a logical flaw that I will tell you. So see, when I saw this website that I have to log in. So I am already logged in. So, but what vulnerabilities I tried, I will tell you. So functionality, when you are testing this kind of functionality, always start with the sign up function that you have to create account. So as a privilege escalation, or you can say broken access control issue, which is improper access control that you need to check. And there is a bypass of it that I will let you know. So first function, so I'm creating account with my email address. So let's suppose bug tester only. Just copy this up and save and continue. I'll just sign up. So this is already associate. I'll create with bug1@gmail.com. normalguy@gmail.com and save and continue. Let's go to my orders and let's go to personal information. So as you can see, the normalguy@gmail.com, this is the email address we can save. Now in phone number, I'll put phone number. So this is the account one. BAC1 example, I'll tell you. So how you can find. So first you need to do the sign up. Once you do that, obviously you can find this kind of vulnerabilities or information on any kind of website. You just need to focus on logical flaws. So this is a logical issue which includes the bypassing. So our email address is normalguy@gmail.com. So then after we updated phone number. Now here what we are going to do, exploit part. Try to create account with the same email address. Right here. But already we have account on this one, information about this one. So let's open in private window. Now let's try to exploit it. Then again, sign up process. I'm putting the email address, putting password to create an account. Now let's capture the request. Now you have to analyze the request and response. So let's capture it. And what does it say? normal, let's forward it. So see, auth email, this, and password is this, signup.json. So everything which includes cookie, everything which is right here. So do you think, is it good idea to create account with email address which is already associated with something else? It should happen. So when trying for this, just check for the normal. So what I'm going to do, response to this request. Let's see if you are able to create or not. normalguy@gmail.com, the same email address which I'm using, which I already created the account. So what does it say? 422 unprocessable entity. So error is exist. So we cannot perform the account. So no worries. So we can just go for hacker1@gmail.com. Let's capture the request and let's try to sign in. So account is created. See here. So let's forward it and we are good to go. Now in true browsers and two sections, we have two different accounts. Personal information. Now you can see right here. So this is name is different, email address is different. Also there is email is different. So here what I will do, I will put the same email address or different phone number. We'll just save it. Right. So see, first account A is this, and this is a victim. And obviously on my right hand, it's a hacker account. But as a hacker, I will try to update this email address in this section. So for that, what you need to do, let's capture it. Let's paste it here. No, there is a session, there is a CSRF token. So most probably, I don't think so it's possible. So let's try to update it. So let's forward. So see, there is a post request about updating the email. So our first email address was hacker1@gmail.com and the updating email address is normalguy@gmail.com, which is associated with this account. Let's check the response. What does it say? So it says 422 unprocessable entity. Are we able to perform the attack? Attack ho gaya successful? Is it? No. Now thing is, first of all, we need to analyze how it is working. So instead of this email address, I'll put hacker@gmail.com and I will check how it is working. What is the flow? So let's just save it, hacker@gmail.com. Let's forward the request. I will check the response, how it giving the response. So it says 200 okay, and the response is true. That's it. I'll just drop the request. So let's refresh it. So my part is that we need to update this email address and this account. So obviously they have a validation. Here I'll put the email address of user. I'll try to save it. Let's analyze the request. Let's check the response. What does it say? So it says unprocessable entity and unprocessable entity response right here. So here what we are going to do, we are going to manipulate the response. We are going to trick the server. So the response will be 200 okay, which we analyzed. And in right here, we are going to put true. And let's forward it. As soon as we forward it, it gets updated. Let's see if it really works or not. See, I refreshed again. And here is also the same. normalguy@gmail.com and normalguy@gmail.com. We are able to perform the activity. Now we'll go with the stepwise. I will explain with the stepwise that you will get to know how you can perform. So Anmol, it depends on a user which type of password. So basically, if normal user have different password and a hacker have different password, so it depends on it. No, it's not a P1. You can say P2 or P3. I will tell you. First, I will tell you the steps because it's obviously a bit confusing. Then I will go for impact. What does it count as? So first, what we did, create normal account. For finding this kind of information or vulnerabilities, you need two accounts, and obviously attacker account. Sign up with normal account. In one browser. And similarly, we have to sign up with attacker account in another browser. Just let me complete the steps. Now, then you can ask the questions. Till now clear? Is everything clear? Okay, good. Sign up with attacker account in one browser. So what we tried to do, updating normal account email ID in attacker's account. Basically, it doesn't work. We didn't get any success. What we did, check response for different email address. So what response it says, like 200 okay and true. It depends on anything. You can get something else, you can get token, any kind of it. Not only 200 okay, some sort of information. So when we analyze the response, we analyze there is a status code and a keyword called true. So then again, what we did in sixth part, we tried to update again normal account ID attacker's account. Now what we face in this phase, what we got, like 422 unprocessable entity. We tampered it with 200 okay and true, and forward email ID updated. So if it is a client side, then whenever, let's suppose here is the portion and here is the another portion. Let's say I'm refreshing on a both. I refreshed on both side and it's still there. If it is on a client side, then it should, once we refreshed it, it should change, but it's not getting changed. What does that mean? Yes, I will explain from 3 to 5. I will tell you impact, just a moment, one by one question. So what we did in third step, sign up with an attacker account in another browser. First step, clear, first two steps. So then after what we did, we tried to update normal account email address in a attacker's account. We tried it, but it didn't get success. So similarly, let's suppose I'm going to show it again. Save, forward. So when I'm updating an email address, which is already in use, what response I'm getting? Unprocessable entity, right? So here is the part where I tampered the response, which leads to update email address. Yes, still it's updated. Gaurang said that it's a client side only, but what I think, when I refresh it again, if it is on client side, when I refresh it, it should change the value of email address, but it's not changing. Obviously, there are no cookies right now here or no specific values what we are checking. So it's getting updated. No, Akash, from nowhere. I don't know from the backend what's going on. It can be anything. We can't assume what's going on in the backend. Sarvesh, we tried to do the same with the sign up process. We tried. It says the same information. It's in a try as a process. Let me explain first. Questions are nowhere going to end. Steps are clear. As an impact and the process. First, I will tell you where and impact. So when you're finding this kind of information, obviously this is a broken access control with no authentication part. So sign up process are mostly vulnerable for this sign up process and update email addresses. Third part, updating phone numbers. Fourth part, invite process. Invite user process. Same in email, sign up, invite phone number, and invite user process. It's a bit different. So where you have to invite the user and delete the username, then it will change up. Now, as the impact of this specific part, first of all, security abuse. Security abuse and whatever the authentication or authorization they put, it's not going to work. Obviously, we bypassed it. If normal user try to log in, then it's gonna lock account. Lock means you cannot access your account. So even if you're putting valid credentials, it's not going to give you the access. What is third part? No authentication. Email process. As in they should put, as if they wanted to secure it, they have to put some kind of token. in server side response. But in server side response, we are getting only 422 unprocessable entity, and we are tampering it with 200 true. So there is just the game of keywords, no specific token. So if they put any kind of token in response or request, then it will probably secure the application from this sort of attack. Now you can go with your questions. अरे सक्षम अभी मैंने बोला ना, what is the security? You have to put token in server side responses, whatever server is going to give us. Yes, Ayansh. If the response is varies, depends on it. Security abuse, as they put security that they are going to validate the user update email address process on status code or server response. So that's what I mean. Yes, we can log in with the same email. So let me log out. Hi, normal guy, we logged in. My info. And this is the information we got. We logged in with that account. Oh, it lead to, see, whoa, leads to account takeover. See this. It's account takeover. So basically you have to try to escalate the vulnerability. I didn't know that. I didn't try to log in, but when I logged in, it leads to account takeover. Yeah, it's boom. Fourth impact, account takeover. I didn't change the name. On both account, I'm using normal guy. But have you observed that in one account, I was using 996008955 email or phone number, and in another normal account, I was using 7767988862, this phone number. Just let me see. Does it sound like? I'll copy this. I entered attacker's password. Let's try with the victim's password next. It's pretty confusing shit. Login process. Error invalid. What if in login I'm putting 200 okay, and here is it 2? What will happen? I don't know. Okay, so they are redirecting on login. Page not found. Seems like victim account is missing. Put the valid. I use this email address and this password. I didn't get logged in. So here I'm still logging. I think so. I don't think so, because when we updated the email address, it was something different. Okay, apart from that, I used a different phone number. But what about name and different phone number? I remember about the name, but I don't know about the phone number. Okay, logged in. It's saying the same. Yeah, I'll reproduce the same. I'll just sign it out. Again, create the account with different email address. Sign up. abc@gmail.com. See, I created the account. Password does not match. Okay. Better I'm having confusion on passwords. Email already associated ABCD. ABC 1 2 3 4. Okay. Now finally created the account. Obviously sounds like backend team. See, the first step, created account with the normal email address. Going to show again. See this name, email address. Sounds like. Yes. Now here I'm creating a different account with attacker. Attacker, the signal spelling mistakes. Putting password different, I'm putting QWERTY, QWERTY. Save and continue. My orders, personal information, right here. Till now clear? Is everything clear till now? I just created account with user and victim. I need to update this specific email address in attacker account. Updating intercept on. Okay, I have to update phone number. Forward, forward, forward. Where is the information? Okay. See this one, attacker at gmail.com, shende45 at gmail.com. What does it say? Unprocessable entity, changing it to 200, okay, and true. Yes, let me complete this, and obviously it will restart a Zoom meeting. I'm going to forward it. I hope everyone is clear till now. Do you have any questions? Let me know, let me know, let me know. First, let's clarify the questions. I will wait for question. This is can possible. What does it mean? Questions, please. Question, please. I will wait for it. API-based validation. I don't think so. API-based validation will come right here. I updated the email address. Refreshing. Still saying, oh, attacker at gmail.com. Let's refresh again. Let's copy this. Did I process the entity? Pasting it here. Shinde45 at gmail.com. Save. Response. Removing it. 200. Okay. It's making true. Refreshing. It's updated. Okay. Both accounts, both browser. I refresh the user account. Do you see any change? Perfect. Now you understood the concept. Vice versa, you can say. Okay. I'll restart the meeting, then we'll go with the remaining broken access control.